Ladies and gentlemen, we're live at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium on the campus of CBC High School for a Saturday afternoon tilt between the CBC Cadets and the South Iron Panthers from Annapolis, Missouri, about 2 hours south of St. Louis. They are a Class 1 program, but they can play. 15-3 this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players averaging in double figures for South Iron. And they are 15-3. They're 3 losses to big schools where they've traveled. And that's Helias Catholic, Vashon, and Cardinal Ritter. And Dan Locke, they played Cardinal Ritter and Helias Catholic really close.
Yes, they did. And article earlier this year in the paper discussed why Coach Dinkins was coming up here to take on some better competition, and we'll get to that here in a minute after CBC's lineup.
So the Cadets lineup being introduced right now by Coach Dibovitz. So they're not going to come out and acknowledge. They're going to talk it over on the bench. But for South Iron, they're led by Brock Wakefield, a 6'4 senior averaging 20.5 points a game, as well as Drennan Dinkins, 18.1 points per game, 6.4 rebounds for Dinkins. And the South Iron Panthers expanding their schedule. I talked to the radio crew here from South Iron before tip-off, and they were saying that Coach Dinkins made it a concerted effort to get out of the area down south and play some bigger teams, bigger matchups, more to really test their guys for when it comes down to playoff time.
Yeah, they went 29-0 last year before they lost a game in sectionals, and a tough loss. And that was a big part of the reason why Coach Dinkins has decided to come up here to St. Louis and play some tough competition.
South Iron wins the tip and dribbling into the front court. That tip brought to you by Tim Kylo, State Farm agent and CBC alum. He takes care of CBC. He'll take care of you too. There's a tie-up immediately. It is Drennan Dinkins, number 23, Marco Burse, number 30, DJ Prater, number 11, Luke Lunyu, and looks like number 24, Brock Wakefield, the starters for South Iron. For CBC, it's Larry Hughes, Jr., Eric Holmes, Rob Martin, Kendall Houston, and Chevalier Brinson.
And South Iron coming out in a 2-3 zone.
There's Larry Hughes, Jr. from the corner, off the rim, no good, but Houston grabs the rebound, tried to dish it, couldn't, stolen there by the Panthers. Here comes South Iron into the front court. DJ Prater, spin move to the corner, looking for Rubel. Check that, Dinkins. Dinkins back to Prater. Prater now over to number 11, Lunyu. There's a 3 from Dinkins, too strong. Rebound, lands in Kendall Houston's left hand, and here come the Cadets. Chevalier Brinson behind the back dribble. Down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Robert Martin back to Larry Hughes Jr., open for 3, and he gets the Cadets off the schneid with the first basket of the game, 3-0 CBC. They try to trap Prater over their far side. He dribbles out of it, gets it to number 11, Lunyu. Lunyu to Wakefield. Wakefield down on the baseline, pulls up, fadeaway jumper, in and out, but he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Larry Hughes Jr. picks up the foul.
Yes, Brock Wakefield is definitely their go-to guy when it comes to scoring. Can dribble it both ways, both directions. He can really an excellent athlete. Can get up and jump.
68% from the free throw line this year, makes the first.
Averaging almost 21 points a game.
And South Iron is on the board. Next free throw, good. So 3-2 early for the Cadets. Robert Martin dribbles into the front court. Top of the key now, bounce pass to Hughes, or that's Brinson, I'm sorry, near side, back to Martin. Martin now will dribble it back to the logo, let CBC set things up as they spread things out right here. Looks like zone defense here for the Panthers. Robert Martin into the corner for Houston. Drives baseline up, and he's blocked. Blocked by Burse.
Great pass by Burse.
Quickly ahead to Lunyu, but he missed the layup as they were running out there. There's an extra pass that probably wasn't necessary. You always praise the extra pass. I don't know if that was needed there, Dan.
No, I think Kendall could have just gone up with it.
Martin short on the three. Rebound grabbed by Burse. That's poked away, though. Kendall Houston with pressure off the glass and in.
Kendall Houston redeeming himself there with the steal and putback.
And they leave Wakefield open. He fires up a three off the right side of the rim. CBC rebounds. Robert Martin into the front court. Larry Hughes Jr. from the corner, short. Rebound there by Dinkins. Drennan Dinkins into the front court. Tried to dribble around Rob Martin. Couldn't do it, but Rob fouled him. First foul on Robert Martin. Second on the Cadets.
Dinkins pushing the ball up the court fast, and Rob Martin trying to stop the ball, got him with the body.
For those wondering where South Iron High School is, it is, as I said, about 2 hours south in Annapolis, Missouri. I guess in the St. Genevieve region. There's a travel called on Lunyu. CBC 5, South Iron 2, just underway. Not even 3 minutes in. Robert Martin, no, that's Justice Johnson who's checked in. And South Iron playing a zone defense here.
Taking a page out of the DeSmet playbook.
Johnson shoots from about 17, and it's off the rim and then out of bounds. South Iron basketball.
You think Coach Dinkins watched that game?
Well, I do know that the South Iron radio crew watched that game because they talked about it. Up off the glass, no good. Brinson grabs the rebound for the Cadets. Brinson to Larry Hughes near side. Hughes, cross court to Robert Martin from the left wing. Martin into the corner for Justice Johnson. Back to Martin. Now back to the corner for Chevalier Brinson for three, and he gets it to fall. Chevalier Brinson hits a three. Only his fourth three of the season. Down the lane, high off the glass. Wakefield, no good. Rebound there, Cadets. Justice Johnson into the front court, tries to get it to Robert Martin, but there's a steal by Dinkins. He gets it poked away by Hughes. Hughes to the basket, off the glass, no good. Rebound, South Iron. Here come the Panthers. Dinkins down the lane with the left hand. Travel.
Yeah.
He got his feet sort of caught up underneath him while he tried that behind the back dribble there.
Ball got caught between his arm and his back there. But I think Randy CBC is going to be able to get those open threes from the corner. That's about 4 of them that they've been able to get open, and Chevalier knocked the last one down.
The Cadets lead early 8-2. South Iron 0 from the field. They're only 2 points coming from the free throw line. And so CBC doing a nice job defensively early on the Panthers from Annapolis, Missouri. Dan Locks alongside. My name's Randy Molman. You're watching CBC Basketball on the Cadet Student Network.
And we were together last Friday night, but since then the Cadets have beat Vianney on Tuesday night 58-50, and then had a nice win over
Whitfield
last night.
65-49, yeah. So a 10-1 record now for the Cadets. Here's Justice Johnson into the front court, dribbles with the right hand. He's waiting for the Cadets to set something up here. The CBC having a hard time sort of figuring out this zone defense from South Iron. Robert Martin, left wing to Larry Hughes, top of the key. Hughes Jr. back to Martin. Now Hughes will set the screen. Martin dribbles to the top of the key to Mikhail Abdul-Hamid, right wing. Brinson's down low. Here's Johnson, guarded by Lunyu, but he is well off of Johnson. Mikhail Abdul-Hamid for three. Too strong. Rebound Dinkins. Dinkins pulls it out as CBC was going to trap him, but Dinkins had the wherewithal to get out of that. There's a pass. Floated ahead, stolen by Mikhail Abdul-Hamid. Martin misses the layup, but Mikhail Abdul-Hamid with the follow.
Yeah, can't throw those floating passes against this Cadet defense, they will steal it every time.
10-2 early for CBC, 2:40 to go first quarter. Bounce pass on the high post, pull up at the elbow, jumper no good. And South Iron still shooting 0% from the field early on. Mikhail Abdul-Hamid's three is too strong. Rebound there by Wakefield. Wakefield between the leg dribble, working on Justice Johnson. Drives down the lane, stops at the elbow, now kicks it to the corner. Spin move next to the lane and a jumper, and finally South Iron with their first basket. That's Marco Burse. 2:05 to go.
A nice little turnaround jumper.
Right there on the baseline on the left side of the lane. Martin, right wing. Top of the key to Larry Hughes Jr. Hughes Jr. now to Justice Johnson coming around. Mikhail Abdul-Hamid is camped in that left corner. Look out for that. Martin had it poked away. Here come the Panthers into the front court. Up off the glass, no good. Couldn't get a good shot off. That was DJ Prater. Martin with a good job recovering. And initial pressure by South Iron, and now they get back into that zone. Robert Martin dribbles it out, sets the offense. There's Larry Hughes Jr. from three, short. Rebound there, and the Cadets are cold from three-point range early on. They've made a couple. Brenson and Hughes have made 2 threes.
But they're about 2 for 6, 2 for 7 maybe. DJ Prater, that's a great play on Robert Martin to pick him there. That's maybe first time I've ever seen that.
A very low-scoring first quarter, 10-4. South Iron's defense in the zone has slowed up this CBC offense. Even with all the misses on the front end, Wakefield lost it. There's a fake pass, but a block by Jordan Williams gets it ahead. Brinson running out. He got whacked, but he threw the ball up in the air, lost control of it, and it hit the bottom of the shot clock.
Yeah.
That ball went way up there. 51.6 to go here in this first quarter. Abdul-Hamid almost got the reach-in steal, but Wakefield recovers. Here's Wakefield into the front court, working on Justice Johnson, left wing. Now he's going to pull up for three, and that rattles around. Doesn't fall home, and the Cadets almost lost it, but Abdul-Hamid saved it. Jordan Williams into the front court to Abdul-Hamid, dribbling with the left hand, guarded by Lunyu. Now Justice Johnson's going to set things up for the final shot of the quarter for the Cadets. Only 14 points total in this quarter.
CBC been stuck on 10 for a while now.
They've been doing a good job on defense, though. South Iron really hasn't had a lot of great looks. They forced up a couple of threes, but other than that, not a lot of great looks from the Panthers. There's a deep three by Abdul-Hamid at the buzzer. And he hits it. 13-4, Cadets lead after one. How about that?
That was deep, Randy.
That was way out there.
You know, glad that went in, but should be getting better shots than that. I mean, that's not a high percentage shot.
So Mikhail Abdul-Hamid ends the first quarter with a big three from way downtown. Cadet fans, are you protected? Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all of your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of CNN, and we're incredibly grateful for his support. Call Tim at 314-842-4442 or shoot him an email, tim@timkylo, that's KILO.com. We're proud to call Chick-fil-A the official chicken sandwich of the Cadet Student Network. Those Chick-fil-A sandwiches are available in CBC concession stands. Grab a sandwich the next time you join us for a game, and be sure to visit our friends at our favorite Chick-fil-A location on Manchester Road, just east of Ballas. Chick-fil-A is CSN's favorite pregame meal. It should be yours, too. Thank you to Chick-fil-A. It is 13-4 CBC after one quarter. My name's Randy Molman. Dan Locke's alongside. We're at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium for a Saturday afternoon tip as the Cadets take on the South Iron High School Panthers. There's a motion offense being run now, and they find a guy open for three. That's Drennan Dinkins. He makes it. He's 18 points a game and 42% from three-point land coming in.
So some good numbers.
Robert Martin, bounce pass. Mikhail Abdul-Hamid for three, short. Holmes couldn't get the rebound. Dinkins grabs it. Dinkins into the front court. South Iron trying to speed things up a little bit. Now top of the key, straight away three, too strong. Dinkins in there for the rebound. They leave him alone, and he makes the jumper. No one wanted to get in Dinkins' face, and he scored the last 5 points for South Iron.
At 6 foot, Drennan Dinkins getting a lot of rebounds here today.
Dinkins averaging 6.4 a game. Larry Hughes wide open down on the block, and he lays it up for an easy two. Dinkins drives on Abdul-Hamid. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. This year, Dinkins shooting 77% from the free throw line. Team was called on foul was called on Abdul-Hamid. Third team foul called on the Cadets. South Iron yet to foul. We are a minute and 14 seconds into the second quarter. Dinkins hits the first. South Iron 3 for 3 from the line thus far. You know, we talk about how playing a game like this helps a program like South Iron get ready for the playoffs, but you know, it also helps CBC. This is a different team that they don't get to see, different styles.
Yep,
and
different look.
Different look.
Probably don't play against these players, many of these guys in AAU, if at all.
So even though they are a Class 1 team, they're a good program. As you said, 29-0 last year before they lost, 15-3 this year. And just doing quick math here, that's 44-4 over the last 2 seasons. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't care what class you're in.
They have with only 61 students in the whole school. So
Dinkins to the corner. Wakefield faked the shot, now pulls up from about 14, too strong. Rebound bounces around in the paint. CBC grabs it, pokes it ahead. Rob Martin quickly into the front court. Alley-oop! Oh, he was looking for Brenson, but the ball was a little short. Brenson grabs the offensive board and misses. Rebound, South Iron. And into the front court, DJ Prater quickly. Dinkins, a deep three. Short. Rebound, grabbed. And now action has picked up here in the second quarter.
South Iron not afraid to run.
Robert Martin into the lane, off the glass and in. And that's the athleticism you love from Robert Martin, and one, he'll go to the free throw line.
Excellent body control.
Champ McMurray called his first. 5:41 to go until halftime. Cadets and South Iron, it's a 17-11 CBC lead. Martin's free throw is good. 7-point advantage for the Cadets.
CBC in that 2-2-1. This is the first time we've seen it today.
Prater on the baseline with the left hand, no good. Good positioning by Houston for the rebound. Robert Martin into the front court, left hand short. Brinson fights for the board, goes up, and he is swatted, but it's a foul, and they'll get number 24, Brock Wakefield, most likely. And there's a player down on the floor. It looks like Champ McMurray. Went down hard. Chevalier Brinson this year at the line, 36 of 60. That's 60%. Score is 18-11 in favor of the Cadets. They've led by as many as 9. Brinson's free throw is good.
So CBC this quarter started out pretty much fast break each time down. Haven't had a lot of many offensive sets. We're in the half court yet.
And South Iron looking to pick it up a little bit on offense too. They've been running a little bit here in this second quarter. Brinson missed the second. Little full court press here, trying to trap Dinkins. He found Wakefield, back to Dinkins. They better get it across the timeline. Oh, they call a travel on Dinkins. He doesn't get it. I didn't either. I didn't see a walk there either.
And at first I thought they were going to call time, but
I was going to say that would have been a fast 10 seconds.
Exactly what I was thinking. So CBC's going to have to run a half-court set here. See what they try and do.
Martin, top of the key to Abdul Hamid. Found Brinson just inside the elbow. Ball pokes out. Brinson grabs it, drives, kicks it to Martin. Martin will slow it up. Pulls it back out. Under 5 to go until halftime. 8-point lead for the Cadets. Hughes Jr. fakes the shot, now pulls up from 18. No good, but he's fouled. Foul called on Luke Lunyu, and that's Luke's first. So Hughes to the line, 19-11 the score, 4:45 to go until halftime. Hughes shooting 75% at the line this year.
The prior play, Chevalier Brunson found the soft spot in the zone and was able to get a nice look.
Hughes.
Some interested parties, and I rewatched the DeSmet game and realized that there are some spots that maybe the Cadets were missing. A lot of it has to do with spacing down low. We seem to have everyone out on the perimeter. CBC throws it away.
That pass caroms off of Dinkham's hands, out of bounds, and it's CBC basketball far side. Biggest lead of the afternoon for CBC, 21-11. Hughes will inbound. Gets it back to Robert Martin. Martin crosses the logo and the timeline into the front court. Brinson sets the pick. Martin at the elbow, got it poked away. Nice defensive play there by South Iron. Here's Dinkins driving up under and no good. Rebound, follow, no good. Tip ball finally falls for Marco Burse. .4:15 to go. Martin into the front court for CBC. Top of the key. He's just going to pull up and fire a three. Hits both sides of the rims and rims out. 4 minutes to go.
A lot of standing around on offense there for CBC.
Here's Burst down the lane. Had a chance and he took advantage. Lays it up and in with the right hand.
South Iron right back in this game.
Got a lot of South Iron. We have, of course, limited seating, as everyone does, but South Iron brought a little contingent here from Annapolis, Missouri. They're getting a little loud down there. That had to have been a rough 2-hour bus ride in the rain, I'll tell you that.
For sure.
Hughes for three, short. Houston by himself with 3 players around him, chases down the rebound. Martin to Brinson. He'll shoot another 3. Chevalier Brinson, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. There's a steal. Kendall Houston once again. That's the second time he has stolen a ball on after either a rebound or an inbound play, not allowing South Iron to get out and run, and Kendall Houston's turned them into points. Nice play.
Yeah, Kendall Houston.
During this break, we're going to tell you a little bit about Athletic Republic Sports Performance Training. They're the nation's largest evidence-based performance training brand, and they are ready to help serious athletes train to win. Several CBC student athletes train with Athletic Republic, and they can help you become a champion too. They create an individualized program for each athlete. They're ready to help you succeed. Contact CBC alum Charlie McDaniel to learn how Athletic Republic can get you ready to compete and win. 314-432-6103, or learn more online at athleticrepublicstl.com. 23-15 Cadets, 3:12 to go until halftime. And the second quarter, the action picked up a little bit, Dave.
Yeah, it has. It has picked up, and that's South Iron getting out and running. And you know that's what the Cadets want to do.
So it's an 8-point lead. CBC's led by as many as 10. Brinson, Martin, Hughes Jr., Houston, and Justice Johnson on the floor for CBC. Lunyu, Wakefield, Burse, Prater, and Dinkins on the floor for South Iron.
We're going to see some pressure here from CBC.
They're going to try to trap Wakefield. He gets around the defense to number 30, Prater. Prater left wing now, guarded by Hughes Jr. Prater tries to work him off the dribble, leaves it for Dinkins. Dinkins fires up a three. No good. Rebound Houston. Robert Martin into the front court to Larry Hughes Jr. Of course, the son of the longtime NBA player, Larry Hughes, who played right here at CBC and for St. Louis University. Hughes Jr. to Brinson, found Houston on the block, passed up the shot. Back to Brinson at the elbow. He'll pull it out. Picks up his dribble, cross-court pass to Robert Martin. Martin will slow it back up for CBC, if that's possible. There's Brinson left wing. Cross-court to Hughes Jr. to Justice Johnson. South Iron doing a nice job in this zone defense of sliding over to cover shooters. Hughes missed the shot. There's a rebound by Brinson. He's fouled. He'll go to the line.
And I like that possession better because the ball was moving, you know.
Marco Burse called for the foul, his first. Fourth team foul. That's 4 straight fouls called on South Iron. CBC had 3 fouls early. Here's Brinson. Missed the first. He's 1 of 3 from the line, 60% free throw shooter. Hughes Jr. is going to have a seat, and a timeout called by South Iron here with 2:06 to go, and CBC leading 23-15. So, Dan, 2 big wins on the road this week for CBC, beating Vianney 58-50 and then Whitfield 65-49. Been a while since CBC had hit the road.
Those were the first 2 road games of the season, were they not?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, first time they've been on the road since last season. So, yes, it's been a while.
Yeah. And Whitfield's got a nice team. I know that they had beaten DeSmet at DeSmet earlier this year. So, a good win there. And you know, all conference games are tough. Got a good win at Vianney, 58-50. Larry Hughes Jr., 28 points on Tuesday night.
After this one, the Cadets will play at DeSmet on February 2nd. Then next Saturday, the 5th. Or check that, next Thursday, I believe. No, that's, is that Friday? I don't know. I'm looking at the schedule, and I can't put my days together.
Tuesday's DeSmet, and Friday's at SLU.
And then Saturday versus Tolton at Cardinal Ritter.
Tolton, close one with Webster yesterday or last night.
There's a pull out there by Dinkins. Dinkins bounce pass to number 30, DJ Prater. Tolton has some Mizzou legacy on their roster. Wakefield pulls it out behind the three-point arc. Now picks up his dribble, guarded by Williams. He found Prater down low, kicked it out to Burse. Burse faked the shot, didn't take it. Hands it to Dinkins. Dinkins guarded by Robert Martin. Both wear number 1, Dinkins. To Wakefield, top of the key. Wakefield working around Williams down the lane off the glass. No good. Good defense by Jordan Williams. Brinson into the front court now for CBC. Spin move into the elbow. Got it to Johnson, to Martin, over to Houston. Fakes the shot, back to Robert Martin. Under a minute to go, first half. Cadets lead by 8, 23-15. Neither team shooting particularly well, but both teams playing some decent defense.
And that was a great defensive possession for CBC.
Martin dribbles it while he stands on the lower C portion of the logo, right there at center court, waiting to take this last shot. 23-15 Cadets.
Looks like they're going to clear some space for Chevalier and Rob to work a 2-man game over on the left side of the court here.
Martin guarded closely, or Brinson guarded closely over there by Prater. Now Martin working on Lunyu. Under 5 to go. Martin down the baseline, crosses it to Justice Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound South Iron, and that's how the first half ends. CBC a 23-15 lead. Low scoring game here, Dan Locke.
Yeah, if you're South Iron, I think you have to be pretty happy with holding CBC to 23 points in the first half.
And the Cadets doing a good job defensively. South Iron cannot be shooting well here in this first half. Fans, if you'd like to save a few dollars, you can give State Farm agent and CBC Hall of Famer Tim Kylo a call and let him help you save, just like he's helping CBC Communications Director Patrick Walsh, who moved his life, home, and auto policies to Tim and saved more than $1,000 on his annual payments. Call or email Tim during this timeout to see how he can help you too. 314-842-4442, or shoot him an email, tim@timkylo, that's KILO.com. We also want to say thanks to the folks at Mercy Sports Medicine for continuing to take care of our student athletes. Mercy is ranked as a top-tier Catholic health system nationally and offers the highest quality health care for students and families. We know that firsthand here at CBC. Athletic trainer Kristen Jeans and the team at Mercy take great care of our young men. To learn more, visit mercy.net. My name's Randy Molman. Dan Locks alongside. Your halftime score, CBC 23, South Iron 15. Not much to talk about. Pretty low scoring. Both teams not shooting particularly well, but I guess the defense has been on point.
The defense has been good. CBC's defense, especially, Brock Wakefield averages almost 21 points a game, and CBC's held him to 2 free throws.
Yep, and Drennan Dinkins leads the way for the Panthers with 7. For CBC, 5 for Mikhail Abdul-Hamid, 7 for Larry Hughes Jr., 4 for Houston, 3 for Robert Martin, and 4 for Chevalier Brenson. Your halftime score once again, CBC 23, South Iron 15. We'll be back for the second half right after this.
CBC alum and State Farm agent Tim Kylo is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. For more than 25 years, Tim and his team have helped their clients protect what is most valuable to them, whether it's home, auto, or business. CBC Alumni Hall of Famer Tim Kylo prides himself on his commitment to the CBC community, and he can help protect you and your family too. Give him a call at 314-842-4442 to see how Tim can save you money on your insurance. Learn more online at timkylo. CBC alum and State Farm agent Tim Kylo is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. For more than 25 years, Tim and his team have helped their clients protect what is most valuable to them, whether it's home, auto, or business. CBC Alumni Hall of Famer Tim Kylo prides himself on his commitment to the CBC community, and he can help protect you and your family too. Give him a call at 314-842-4442 to see how Tim can save you money on your insurance. Learn more online at timkylo.com. CBC alum and State Farm agent Tim Kylo is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. For more than 25 years, Tim and his team have helped their clients protect what is most valuable to them, whether it's home, auto, or business. CBC Alumni Hall of Famer Tim Kylo prides himself on his commitment to the CBC community, and he can help protect you and your family too. Give him a call at 314-842-4442 to see how Tim can save you money on your insurance. Learn more online at timkylo.com.
We are back live on the campus of CBC High School at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. My name's Randy Molman. Dan Locks alongside. Your halftime score, CBC 23, South Iron 15. If you're just joining us and wondering where is South Iron, I'll tell you. They're about 2 hours south, right in that St. Genevieve region, you could say. They are a Class 1 school, but they are very, very good. 15-3 this year. Dan mentioned it in the first half. South Iron went 29-0 last year before losing.
Yeah, losing in sectional.
And so this is a very, very good program, very disciplined, good shooters, and they play smart basketball. And their defense, today at least, is slowing down this Cadet offense. Their zone defense and their perimeter players on the zone sliding to meet shooters has been very effective.
Yeah, indeed it has been. And I think Coach Dinkins, had a game plan coming in, into this, and I thought they executed it very well in the first half.
So CBC inbounds, and here we go, third quarter action. And even though it's an 8-point lead, it just doesn't feel as if CBC is dominating this game. There was a steal early, and now underneath, stripped away, ball bounces free. Wakefield up and under. He's fouled by Eric Holmes. He'll go to the free throw line.
Kind of an ill-advised pass on the other end by Chevalier Brenson.
And I don't like to see this. Larry Hughes is on the floor. He's holding his wrist, I think, his right wrist. They help him up. Or maybe it's either his wrist he's holding or he's covering up a rib. Not 100% sure what he was. I feel like it's going to be a wrist, right? That's what it kind of looks like.
Let's hope not.
Eric Holmes was called with the foul. That's his first. He's going to have to go over to the bench. Might be some blood on his jersey. Mikhail Abdul-Hamid checks in. I wonder what's happening over there. So Holmes exits the game.
Wakefield misses his first attempt.
Wakefield on the season shooting 68% from the line. Leading scorer, missed them both. 2 for 4 here this afternoon. He only has 2 points. Their leading scorer, he's averaging over 20. Martin to Larry Hughes Jr., far side. Now into the corner for Houston. Back to Hughes Jr. Bounce pass top of the key to Brinson. Brinson will just go ahead and take the three, and he buries it. His second one of the afternoon, and just his 5th three-point shot or make of the season. 26-15, biggest lead of the afternoon for CBC. This South Iron team lost by 2 to Helias Catholic. Helias Catholic is 11-2 on the season. They lost by just 11 to Cardinal Ritter. They were in it throughout. And then they lost at Vashon, and Vashon sort of ran them out of the gym.
Yeah, not a
That's
lot of
their
teams
only
go
bad
into
loss.
Vashon and win.
No. That's South Iron's only loss of a significant nature, really, and they've been dominant down in their region.
So this 2-3 defense, another bad pass.
I don't know where Houston was looking, and neither did Rob Martin. He was wondering where that one was going.
But they are, they have identified the shooters, and they're leaving certain players open.
Reach in by Brinson, and it's tied up. Jump ball. Brinson reached in and just pure muscle grabbed onto that thing. Congratulations, by the way, to Chevalier Brinson. First time we can announce that formally, as he's committed to play football at Ball State.
Yeah, nice article in the paper this week about Chevalier.
Hey, how about that play? Brock Wakefield underneath the basket at a very bad angle, sort of reached underneath and flipped it home. Bounce pass off of Abdul-Hamid's hands.
That was there.
Robert Martin is kind of telling him, you got to be ready.
Yeah.
So 3 not real good possessions here early on for the Cadets, other than the Brinson 3.
Yeah, 3 turnovers.
Credit South Iron for making CBC a little uncomfortable on offense. Lunyu at the elbow, a jumper, no good. Rebound Brinson. Here's Brinson into the front court for the Cadets. Splits the defense. He's fouled on the floor. Let's see who they get.
Dinkins.
Drennan Dinkins. First personal. Hughes Jr. out to Brinson near the logo. They'll slow it down here. Hughes finds Robert Martin at the elbow. Martin dribbles out of it. Almost stolen away by Lunyu. Foul on Wakefield as he pushed Larry Hughes Jr.
It'll be 2 on him.
2 on Wakefield. Third quarter, 5:40 to go.
South Iron being a little more aggressive out top here in the third quarter.
Robert Martin, bounce pass far side to Hughes Jr. Tried to dribble in, sealed off. Got it back to Justice Johnson. Looks like the perimeter defenders playing a little more man-to-man.
Yeah.
There's Hughes Jr. for three, and he got it to go from the right corner. 10 points now for Larry Hughes Jr., 29-17, 12-point lead, the biggest of the afternoon for the Cadets. Dinkins down the lane is fouled as he was dribbling in. Hughes caught him during the dribble drive, and will they call it on the floor? No, they're going to say it was in the act of shooting, and so Dinkins will go to the free throw line. They actually are going to call it on Robert Martin.
Robert Martin. Yeah, that'd be his second.
Huh.
Sure didn't look like he was shooting.
Dinkins' first shot is good. He's 3 for 3 from the line, 77% on the season. Drennan with 18.1 points per game average. He now has 9. 29-19.
Some pressure here for South Iron, 2-2-1.
Look at that 2-2-1 for the Panthers. Martin working on Wakefield.
We've got Abdul Hamid and Larry Hughes Jr. in the corners.
Brinson now dribbles, escapes out of it, now takes it back in, and he's fouled by Wakefield. That was a very, very subtle head move there by Brinson that I think helped draw the foul, and that's Wakefield's third. The whole bench couldn't believe it. Wakefield couldn't believe it. Coach Dinkins couldn't believe it. Didn't seem like an overly overt foul, but Brinson helped sell it.
Him and Rob both do that little head hesitation there.
Hughes for three, short. Rebound, Dinkins. Here comes South Iron. Dinkins splits the defense and got it over Martin, but then was swatted by Larry Hughes Jr. Dinkins pickpocketed him. Up off the glass, no good. He reached in and stole it away from Abdul Hamid, and now Dinkins goes to the free throw line for South Iron.
Dinkins having a pretty good game. Impressed with him. Quick hands.
Quick hands, aggressive.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
He's now 5 for 5 at the line. Dinkins, the junior, 6 foot tall, wears number 1. Coach's son, no doubt.
Coach's sons usually make their free throws.
6 for 6. 29-21. The Panthers cut the lead to 8. Hughes Jr. to Justice Johnson. Out at the logo for CBC. Right side, Robert Martin. CBC trying to find some space within that South Iron zone defense. Hughes right wing back to Martin. Martin dribbles between the legs, tries to work off a screen, but decided not to. Now Abdul Hamid will shoot a 3, no good. Hughes tried to rebound, couldn't get it. Dinkins has it. Almost fouled by Robert Martin, but Dinkins recovers, drives down the lane all the way to the basket, hit the rim trying to lay it in, and there's a run out for the Cadets. Brinson found Robert Martin with the baseball pass, missed the layup. Now Brinson up, he's swatted by Burse. Burse smacked that ball before Brinson could get it up. Now underneath, looking for Prater. Brinson smacks it away. Good block by Brinson. There's a steal, and Dinkins for 3, in and out. All of a sudden, this game just got a lot more quick. The pace picked up quite a bit over this last 30 to 40 seconds.
Actually, that was Larry Hughes that threw the full court bounce pass to Rob Martin, and that was a
perfect.
That was a perfect pass. Should have been a layup. And then mayhem ensued.
There's a good inbound play for South Iron, but that's short. Rebound, Prater off the glass, no good. Out of bounds, off of the head of number 11, Luke Lunyu, and it'll be CBC basketball. .305 to go, third quarter.
Picking them up higher in this zone.
Looks like, yes, that's what I was looking for. Backdoor cut. Jordan Williams fires it out to Brinson, short on the 3. He saves it. Ball is loose on the floor. Scramble for it. South Iron comes up with it. That's Lunyu. Lunyu into the front court for the Panthers. Behind the back dribble, top of the key. Now bounce pass on the cut, but it's a kicked ball. Chevalier Brenson reached out and kicked it. So 2:36 to go, third quarter, 29-21, CBC. Cadets have led by as many as 12. It's been sort of a slow-moving, methodical pace most of this game. The last minute and a half has picked up a little. Burst down low, shot fake, went back up and drew the foul. Good play by Burst.
Good fake.
Drew both defenders up, and he'll shoot. .235 to go, third quarter. Free throw by Burst is no good. Burst on the season, shooting 71% from the line. Second free throw rings home.
Let's see if they can do something with this zone here. Get the ball moving.
Downloaded.
Keep it moving.
Houston back out to Martin, to Larry Hughes Jr. Driving down the lane, he's going to throw up a shot. Gets the foul, no good. .32, Champ McMurray called for his second. He has yet to get on the scoreboard for South Iron. McMurray averaging 6.1 a game. Here's Hughes. No good on the first. Larry Hughes, 10 points, 2 of 3 from the line thus far tonight. I always want to say tonight, it's this afternoon.
Cadets seem to have better luck when they're moving the ball against that zone instead of kind of hanging on to it, waiting for the perfect pass to open up.
Wakefield, spin move, top of the key, dribbles between the legs, got it to Lunyu. Lunyu, right wing guarded by Houston, down in the corner. Wow, there were two Panthers there, a little confusion. McMurray and number 23, Burse. I doubt both were supposed to be in the corner.
No. Break for the Cadets.
2 minutes to go, third quarter, 30-22, CBC. Always interesting when two programs that are not in the same area get together to play basketball. South Iron about 2 hours south, Class 1 program. Martin, down low, they found him. Houston's fouled, he'll shoot.
That'll be 4 on Wakefield.
And Wakefield draws his fourth. Robert Martin found Houston down on the low block, and that has been open a few possessions here.
Yeah.
CBC took advantage of that.
Kendall with a good pump fake.
Houston makes the first, 5 points for Kendall Houston. On the season, Houston is 12 of 18 from the line coming in, 66.7%. We've got a timeout on the floor with 1:43 to go in this third quarter. CBC proud to partner with East Bay, the official apparel provider of Cadet Athletics. East Bay and Under Armour keep our players and coaches looking good on the field. They can make you look good too. Keep your eye out for our CBC online team stores or shop anytime at eastbay.com. Cadet fans, if you know a grade school student who might be a future cadet, encourage him to pay us a visit and experience CBC for himself. Find our admissions team online at beacadet.org. Every 8th grader should schedule his official visit today to CBC. Spend a day with us and experience what CBC is all about.
Well, you can bet that CBC is going to be facing this zone again next week against DeSmet.
Yep,
So,
they saw it the first time. They'll likely see it again.
And DeSmet's going to see that it's working pretty well for South Iron here today. So hopefully Coach Tatum in practice is going to be running some different sets to get guys open, maybe more down low. Maybe run it from the out, instead of trying to get threes, getting it down low, getting deeper. And then I think those outside shots will open up.
The Cadets lead 31-22. Kendall Houston has one more free throw. CBC is led by as many as 12, but points have been hard to come by in this game. Houston missed the second. Dinkins will bring the ball up for the Panthers. Far side for Prater. This is DJ Prater, number 30, to Lunyu, now into the corner for Burse. Bounce pass at the elbow for McMurray. And Champ McMurray gets his first bucket of the afternoon. And this is as close as South Iron's been in some time. They're within 7. 31-24. Justice Johnson, deep left wing, crosses his man over, drives down the lane. He'll throw it up, no good. Didn't even touch the rim. And here comes South Iron. Dinkins, trapped, throws it. Baseball pass far side. Grabbed there by Prater. Prater near side to Dinkins, driving the lane. Back to Prater open. They got it to Lunyu for 3. Short. What a rebound by Dinkins. Threw his left hand up there, splits the trap. He's fouled.
Justice Johnson, I believe, with the hold. Some nice ball movement by South Iron there.
Johnson called for his first personal. 5th CBC team foul, 43.6 seconds to go, third quarter. Lunyu will inbound in the near side corner. Gets it out to Dinkins. See if South Iron wants to play for that final shot. Doesn't appear so. Dinkins fires up a long 3, and he got it.
Drills it.
Drennan Dinkins cuts the lead to 4. Rob Martin into the front court for the Cadets. They're going to play for the final shot here. It was a 23-15 halftime score. South Iron with a 12-8 third quarter lead. Martin, Mikhail Abdul Hamid short on the 3, rebound, and here comes South Iron quickly. Lunyu saves it, but Martin grabbed it. And that's the end of the third quarter. 31-27, South Iron hanging around and cut the lead to 4. They were down by as many as 12, Dan.
Yeah, and Drennan Dinkins, heck of a third quarter there.
14 points for the junior, 6 of 6 from the line, 2 threes and a 2-point basket here this afternoon, leading the way for South Iron.
He's handled the ball well.
Their leading scorer, Brock Wakefield, with only 4 points, but he is on the bench with 4 fouls.
Haven't seen as much pressure from CBC today as we normally do.
The next 3 games for CBC is going to be difficult. At DeSmet in a conference game, at St. Louis U High for another conference game, and then Tolton Catholic comes in to play the Cadets.
That'll be a Saturday game next Saturday.
Next Saturday at noon.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Leading the way for the Cadets, Larry Hughes Jr. has 11. 7 for Chevalier Brenson, 3 for Robert Martin, 5 for Mikhail Abdul Hamid, and 5 for Kendall Houston. Cadets have not shot well from 3 today.
No.
As a matter of fact, they haven't had a ton of offensive sets where they've gotten great looks.
No, a lot of them seem rushed.
Hughes to Brenson. Martin open for 3, and Robert Martin got it to rim out. Eric Holmes followed and missed. Brenson couldn't get anything going. Stolen by South Iron, and a foul on Dinkins. Not on Dinkins, it'll be on the Cadets. Chevalier Brenson gets called.
And Robert Martin with an open look there. And Holmes with a
2 attempts.
Reasonably open putback.
He missed, and then when Brenson went up, he was blocked. This is Lunyu trying to beat the press. Dinkins into the front court for the Panthers. Prater to McMurray, almost stolen away. McMurray now on the high post, drives down on Holmes, turnaround, floater no good. Holmes and Prater wrestle for the ball, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to South Iron.
South Iron scored a bucket last time on their underneath play.
Burst, top of the key to McMurray. Back to Dinkins, guarded by Robert Martin. Lunyu, right wing, guarded by Hughes Jr., pulls it back out. Now drives, kicks, nothing doing. Cross court to Dinkins. Drives down the lane for the left-handed layup. Drennan Dinkins for two. South Iron has cut the lead to two.
Drennan Dinkins taking over the second half.
They've made up a 12-point difference. Mikhail Abdul Hamid for three, short. And a rebound, and South Iron has a chance to tie or take the lead here. Dinkins splits the defense to the corner for Lunyu. Between the leg pass. Hughes tried to save it, couldn't. Ball bounces around. Abdul Hamid gets it to Brinson. Running out for CBC off the glass, and a charge. Dinkins took the charge, and Chevalier Brinson's second personal.
Drennan Dinkins doing a little bit of everything.
And
if
you're Coach Tatum, you don't like the way this game is going here in the fourth quarter.
No, not at all.
The Cadets have led throughout, but as I mentioned earlier, it just hasn't felt like they've been dominating at all. This is Burst sidestepping the block. Got his own rebound. McMurray with the jumper. He'll go to the line. And right now, South Iron is just out-hustling the Cadets.
Yep. Eric Holmes got him with the body there. And on offensively, CBC can't get into a flow. You read off the point totals. No one really having a good game offensively for the Cadets.
McMurray this season shooting 80% at the free throw line. He makes his first. And if he makes this one, we are all tied. He does. Champ McMurray ties it at 31, and with 6 minutes to go, we have a basketball game. Martin drives in, kicks it to the corner to Johnson, back to Martin, now to Brinson. Coach Tatum screaming out instructions. Martin, top of the key, dribbles between the legs, works around Lunyu. Now left-handed pass to Hughes, over to Brinson, right wing. Chevalier Brinson, guarded by Dinkins, drives to the baseline, spin move underneath, he traveled. And it'll be South Iron basketball.
The Cadets need to have someone already on the baseline down low, whether they're roaming, but they just don't have the bodies down there. Everyone's outside on the perimeter.
That ball is bounced off of Marco Burse's leg. It was swatted by Brinson. They had him pinned, trapped in the corner. The Cadets get a steal. 31-31 tie.
Put Chevalier down on the block. There you go.
Robert Martin into the front court to Justice Johnson. Johnson. Pulls it out. CBC just jogging through their offense. Here's Hughes. Now drives with the floater. No good. Rebound, Dinkins. And South Iron into the front court. Robert Martin tried to get a steal. Couldn't do it. There's a rolling pass. There's a steal. Justice Johnson read it. Got it over to Brinson. Brinson's going to drive off the basket. No good. And there's a run out for South Iron and a dunk for Marco Burse. And the South Iron Panthers have taken a 2-point lead on a big dunk by Marco Burse. 4:25 to go.
CBC needs to figure it out in a hurry here.
And the South Iron faithful that have driven 2 hours north to St. Louis are in a tizzy right now. Johnson dribbles with the right hand. Deep right wing.
Yeah,
And just Coach Tatum's going to call a timeout.
He's going to have to call a timeout because this offense, whatever they're doing, isn't working. There's guys that are occupying the same spot.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of movement down there. CBC has not shot well in this game, obviously. And they've got to create something. And Coach Tatum is animated down there on the sideline. He is very unhappy with the way his boys are running this offense right now. 4:04 to go. South Iron was down 12 at one point, and they have stormed back to take a 2-point lead.
Stuck to their game plan, and they've out-rebounded CBC and come up with some big steals.
A lot of very positive hustle plays, way more than the Cadets here in this one.
50-50 balls have definitely gone South Iron's way.
So we are 4:04 left in this fourth quarter, and it's a 33-31 lead for South Iron, the Class 1 program from Annapolis, Missouri.
And if you're South Iron, this is a game you circle on your schedule. This is the big game for them, possibly their biggest game of the year.
They've scheduled a few big ones. They were ready for this. They've played Cardinal Ritter, they played Vashon, and they've played Helias Catholic. 2 of those games, they were in it.
Yeah, so they know they can play with these guys.
And they're showing it today. Very impressed with South Iron here this afternoon. Justice Johnson, right wing, top of the key to Larry Hughes Jr. Hughes, dribble drive, now pulls up, gets it to Houston. Houston to Chevalier Brinson, now to Robert Martin. CBC now moving on offense. Hughes, top of the key, drives, shakes off the defender, misses the shot at the elbow, but Brinson grabs the rebound. That'll save a possession for CBC. Hughes Jr. dribbling with the left hand, fires up a jumper, too strong. Ball pinballs to Houston, to Brinson. It's good, and Wakefield had to back off.
He had to get out of the way.
With that fourth foul, with 4 fouls, he had to back off. We're tied at 33. Dinkins with a running 3, short and over the backboard. It'll be CBC basketball.
That would have brought the house down with all the South Iron faithful here.
South Iron has brought a number of fans, mostly family, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's all you can really have in the arenas or in the gyms these days. But they are very excited and very loud. It is a tie game, 33-33, 3 minutes to go. Houston to Robert Martin. Martin to the right of the logo, now dribbles inside the arc. Got it to Brinson down on the baseline. Brinson will pull it out.
Kendall Houston was open, cutting to the middle there. That's where the soft spots are.
CBC's got to be looking for that cutter. Houston, top of the key. Give credit to South Iron. This defense has confounded CBC all afternoon. Martin bounce pass to Brinson. Brinson fakes the shot, dribbles in, picks up his dribble, cross court, throws it over the head of Kendall Houston.
And
there's no one driving to the basket, no one open underneath.
Larry was cutting, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where Chevalier was looking on that one.
Johnson guards Dinkins. Dinkins into the front court, 2:20 to go. It's a tie game. That's Wakefield, pinned. Baseball pass across to Dinkins. Dinkins will pull it out now, guarded by Justice Johnson. 2:05 to go. 33 apiece. Wakefield, shot fake. Now top of the key, Dinkins is wide open. Missed the 3, offensive rebound. Out
hustled.
Marco Burse gives South Iron the 2-point lead with 1:45 to go.
Gave him 3 shots there.
Robert Martin, top of the key for the Cadets to Justice Johnson. 1:35 to go. Now Johnson left wing. Back to Brinson to Robert Martin. No one cutting. Martin to Johnson. Johnson pulls it out. Now it's 1:20 to go. Cadets down 2. Johnson drives, tried to dish, batted away by Wakefield. He has the ball. Brinson fouls him, and Wakefield's going to go to the free throw line to try to make this a 2-possession game for South Iron.
Abdul Hamid going to check in for Justice Johnson here.
1:13 left. Wakefield in a position to put South Iron up by 2 possessions. Wakefield this afternoon, 2 of 4 from the line, make it 3 of 5. He has 5 points, playing with 4 fouls. Second free throw is good. 4-point lead. Now Martin quickly into the front court. Robert Martin up off the glass, no good. Kicked out to Abdul Hamid to Houston. Larry Hughes, right wing, drives down the lane. He's fouled by Lunyu, and Larry Hughes will go to the free throw line.
Is that on the floor?
Looks like it's on the floor. Lunyu's second foul. Next foul, the Cadets are in the bonus. Brinson to Rob Martin, tipped away by Lunyu. Under a minute to go, 4-point lead for South Iron. The Cadets need to do something here. Martin pulls up and buries it from 17. Cadets cut it to 2 with 50.4 to go.
I feel like that's the first time he's gotten that shot today.
Feel like it's the first time he's taken it.
Yeah.
Whether that means it hasn't been there or not.
Or he hasn't been looking for it, I don't know. But that's his area.
Folks, we want to remind you that CSN is more than just athletics. We deliver theater performances, academic events, and other school activities right here at cbccsn.com. Be sure to log on all school year to check us out. And don't forget our new channel, CSN2, dedicated to bringing you CBC underclassmen sports. Games will be streamed with no announcers, but gives you an opportunity to watch all levels of athletics at CBC. You can find out the schedules for both CSN and CSN2 on the homepage of the CBC website, cbchs.org. From the classroom to the court, from the field to the stage. If it's happening at CBC, you'll find it on the Cadet Student Network. Well,
we're going to see some pressure here. I imagine CBC's going to try and steal the ball or force a turnover.
I'll tell you, this is not a game you and I expected when we got here this afternoon, but we shouldn't be surprised. South Iron is a very, very good basketball team, very disciplined, and their zone defense has confused CBC all afternoon. I think a foul called.
Yeah. A push.
On Dinkins.
He did it 3. I was watching it. They finally called it on the 3rd time. But
so CBC will inbound here with a chance to tie or take the lead. With 45 to go, Hughes on the baseline, spins around, got it to Kendall Houston. Houston left wing, back to Robert Martin out by the logo. 38 seconds to go. Martin dribbles, shoots, short. Ball is knocked out by Hughes. He saved it to Abdul Hamid. 28 seconds to go. Robert Martin, guarded by Lunyu, works off the screen, bounce pass down low, tipped away by Wakefield. That'll stay with CBC. 21 seconds left, 37-35 the score. Abdul Hamid, Hughes, Brinson, Houston, and Martin in the game. Timeout on the floor called by Coach Tatum as they work an offense up here to try to tie this one or take the lead. 37-35, South Iron.
This one's down to the wire. After Martin missed that shot, he just looked a little unsure of himself. I think Coach Tatum wants to regroup here and design a play for either Rob Martin or Larry Hughes Jr.
So 21.1 seconds to go. South Iron took the 2-hour bus ride up to Chesterfield, Missouri from Annapolis, Missouri to get a big-time game against a big-time program, and they are 21 seconds away from pulling off the upset. Martin will inbound. Gets it out to Chevalier Brinson. Brinson to Robert Martin, under 20 to go. Martin top of the key. CBC might be playing for the final shot here. Down low. Houston couldn't handle it. And a foul on Prater. Kendall Houston could not handle it underneath the basket.
That was kind of a tough pass.
And Prater goes to the line. Prater today has not attempted a free throw. He's a 55% free throw shooter. He misses the first.
They're in the double bonus.
So here's the second shot now. So it's guaranteed to be a one-possession game with 9.8 left. Prater makes the second. CBC needs a 3 to tie.
They're going to call timeout.
Timeout, 7.8 to go. They'll draw up a play here, and the Cadets down, I believe it's going to be, 40 to 37. Shouldn't that be the score? No, that score on the scoreboard is
30.
not right. Oh, maybe it is. 38-35?
Yeah, I think our CBC's last bucket was Rob Martin's.
The fact that the Cadets only have 35
They were stuck on 33 for a long time.
7.8 to go. Cadets will need a 3 to tie and send this one to overtime.
Sometimes the Cadets run into trouble when the first play doesn't work. It's like they don't have an option B, or let's just hope that they do here in case that option A doesn't work. Because end of quarters has not been their strong suit as of late.
Hughes, Brinson, Martin, Abdul Hamid, and Houston on the floor. 5 seconds to go. Robert Martin pulls up from 3. No good. It's an air ball. And South Iron travels to CBC and pulls off the upset. 38-35 for the Class 1 South Iron Panthers from Annapolis, Missouri. And as poorly as CBC shot in this game and played overall, you got to give credit where credit's due. South Iron was prepared, well coached, and their defense confounded the Cadets all afternoon.
All afternoon. That's right, Randy. CBC couldn't do anything with it. They were forced into taking a lot of bad shots. They had some handful of turnovers that were just very un-CBC-like. And they got out-hustled, too, in the second half.
South Iron led by Drennan Dinkins, who ended up with 16 points, led the way for the Panthers. And so, from DC Wilcutt Gymnasium, that was Dan Locke. My name's Randy Molman. The CBC Cadets fall to the South Iron Panthers 38-35. We thank you for watching the broadcast on the Cadet Student Network today. Until next time, so long, everybody.